guys, it's me Heather and I'm back with another video. Today's video is gonna be the Get Ready With Me using the Make It by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, and it is also the first day of Vlogmas. I made it to one day, yay! So I did a poll on my channel and this won pretty heavily, and then was the ColourPop Muppets palette, then was the Kylie. So that will be the order that these pop up in. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of the videos. But we're going to work on this face. We're going to do a Get Ready With Me. I've already worn this twice, so this will be my third time. So I'm giving you a review and a Get Ready With Me. We know I like to start with my eyes. And for anybody who's new, who's just coming across Vlogmas and watching this, or you're just searching this palette, let me preface this by saying, unless I'm going somewhere, I don't do eye primer. I like to see how the products are gonna wear with no eye primer. Now, if I'm going to work, I'm going out and about, I'm going to the parks, I'm, you know, leaving my house for a purpose, I will wear an eye primer, and that's always the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. So, but for the regulars, they already know the gist. I just like to do my videos as I'm gonna wear it, like I'm not going anywhere. So, again, this is what the palette looks like. You can tell I've already been diving into it. And we will just start first. We got a primer face, and then we'll do the eyes, and then the face. That's how we work around here. Of course, also the regulars are like, we know it is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and I'm in the shade 1 Fair. It has no label. And every time I think I'm out, I'm like, I go back to use it and it still comes out. So we're just gonna blend that in. It's so beautiful. It doesn't break me out. I love her. And don't be jealous of my little dry bar hair clips. Keeping my hair out of my face. All right, so this palette is, oh boy, $67 at Sephora. It was sold out during the VIB in my store, so I couldn't see it. So I just picked it up and I had to pay full price for it. $67 palette at Sephora. It is all mattes and then these shimmers here. I'm gonna do the look I've been doing just so I can kind of stick with the same review that I already have, but we will see. I'm gonna go with this, just all in the crease. We're creating different layers. First off, look at all that kick up. You see it? Without pushing hard, I don't know. Yeah, you can see there's dust there. And wait for it. That's a lot of kick up for just touching it into the pan, right? So, look at, kick up doesn't bother me. I know people say like the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes have too much kick up. And then also when you get very like inexpensive palettes, the #1 complaint is kick up. I don't care as long as it shows up, but for $67, if it doesn't show up and it has all that kick up, we have a problem. And it does show up. So just, I know a lot of people don't like it. They don't like their eyeshadows because it does get all over your other colors. If you can see, and you probably can't, but it has where I tapped it off and where it kicks up, it transfers into your other shades. So, but it does show up. This is a very light shade anyways, but I think it has pretty color payoff. All right. And then I take this color here and we're going to go into just the crease. And I have worn, like I said, I've worn this twice and I got comments about it. So when I'm done, I will give you the full feedback, review, all of that good stuff. So we're just putting that in the crease and it doesn't really layer very well. You can't see it, but it's a nice, natural, neutral palette for sure. So we just, you can kind of tell. We darken that up a little bit. Now we're gonna go in because you know I can't. You could stop here, do one of the shimmers, and you'd be golden. But I want a little bit more kapow. So we're gonna use this dark one that has by Mario on the, it's imprinted in there. It says by Mario. Because it's so dusty, you can't see it. And I just use the same brush sometimes for the whole look. And as long as I'm going light to dark, it works out perfectly. And then when I'm done, I just set it to in the side to the dirty brushes, and it saves me from having 3 to 4 dirty brushes. I just have 1 or 2. So going back in that. And we're just doing the outer here. Yeah, you can see that. So we got that. I will take a fluffier brush that is clean here and just blend all that away here. Perfect. And I first took this shade because I felt like it was closer to these darker shades. Actually, let's do this one. And then we'll do the lighter on top. So we're gonna do this one. They're like E4, E6, all that, so they don't have names on the front. They have one on the back. This is giving like bronzy. See? Smoky eye. I can't not have dramatic eyes. It's just my thing, you know. That clean girl look is not for me. Grungy, yes. So, and for anybody who's new, who's catching my Vlogmas day 1, and you're like, what is that noise? Say it with me, guys, who are my regulars. My chihuahua. She's snoring, and I apologize. I don't really apologize. I mean, if it annoys you, I'm sorry, but I mean, this is her house and we live in it. Also, I want to say that I put this cute little sparkly tree up here. And my husband said, you know what you need is a Bigfoot Santa. It makes him happy, makes me happy. We're gonna leave him back there. So, comment Bigfoot Santa if you made it this far. I've been using my new face, and I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell that it has been working on my saggy lids, because I feel like you can see more of my eyebrows look nice and high. Buy that new face. I'm not kidding. Not sponsored. My husband paid for both of mine. So, all right. So we did that dark color, but you know, I want a little bit of this one. We're going to put that all over the middle here. Not really a halo look, just to kind of create some depth there. It's right in the middle. It is very like chunky. And we're going to do the rest of our face, and we will come back. I like to come back and see how my face is looking. I'll do the lower lash line, and if we need to add more glitter, we will add more glitter. I don't think I have any new... I don't have a new foundation because I've returned it. But we are going to add Spotlight from Charlotte Tilbury underneath our eyes, because we are looking quite tired, because we are quite tired. School, work, being sick, for the birds, let me tell you. So, we're going to do that like we did the Flawless Filter, but I'm just putting it in targeted areas here, because we want some life to these eyes. If you have that darkness, or even if you have, like I have a little bit of yellow undertones under my eyes, when you put the concealer on top of it, it just lays really nice, and it just kind of creates a glow. So when you turn your head, it just kind of deflects the light and makes it nice, instead of having 7 layers of concealer trying to cover it. Sometimes less is more. And at 40, trust me, I got wrinkles under there, and we're trying to avoid all that stuff. And I do enjoy the L'Oreal Skin Paradise, and I'm in Fair 01. This is what it looks like. It's got like these little raindrops on it. but I haven't used it in a while, but I do enjoy it. Every time I use it, I'm like, why don't I use this more? Does it have water infused tinted moisturizer with aloe vera and witch hazel? Says it has sunscreen SPF 19, so it's not really gonna do anything for you. Please don't rely on your makeup and your primer and all that to be your only sunscreen. You can do sunscreen first, and then have it in your makeup, and then also set with sunscreen spray or something. Because 19 is not going to do anything, especially once it's mixed with all these other products. And we do not want sun damage. That is one of the biggest agers. So don't spend all this money on good skincare and then not wear SPF. Or go get all these treatments and then not wear SPF, because it's like smoking for your skin, you know. Look how pretty this is. I mean, I can't. The color is a little off, but once it's all blended in with everything else, it's quite gorgeous. Be sure you get all of your chins. Ow, that was my swearing. Get all your chins and your hairline kind of go up in there. The worst thing ever, and I never paid attention to this before, but is when you forget to do your ears. And especially if you have a discoloration in your skin, or your sunburn, or your face is, you tan and your face is a lot lighter, then you put that dark foundation and you have these red ears, white ears, you know, sticking out. Like, foundation the ears, behind the ears, you know, we go down our neck, like we go under our neck and stuff. So don't forget the ears, and push it up into that hairline too. So there we go. So hopefully you can see it's very light coverage, but I like it. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. Nice and glowy. We will set it. I did find this Rare Beauty Concealer. I don't remember if I liked it or not, but I need to not be wasteful, so we're going to use it today. And put a little here. I don't know how drying it is, but we got a little breakouts here. We don't care. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It seems to be blending quite nicely. Let me get an up close mirror though, because I'm going to be in the shock of a lifetime when I watch this back and be like, whoa, you did. Oh no, it's blended nice. I was afraid it wasn't going to blend at all. That was my... So I don't know why I'm not using that. That was just when I went through my declutter. I was like, that's basically full. Spotlight is, don't use that spotlight if you don't like a glow, because it's a lit from within. Laura Mercier Original Powder, and this one size, probably the best. This is the ultimate setting powder, especially if you have mature skin. So I just take a little bit, just a little bit. I take this Beauty Blender sponge. I haven't tried the e.l.f. I'm sure it's the same. I'm sure any of them are the same. I just really like this one. So get it when it's on sale, or just get the e.l.f. one. But we're rolling it in that. We're gonna get anything off. So what I'm doing is setting around my mouth. Anywhere I know I'm gonna get oily. And then using that anything extra kind of just under my eye, so there's not so much powder, and look up so you don't get the creases. But I'm still glowy, but I'm not, like, it's not gonna come off. This is the best setting powder. And like, I use this in the summertime. The Huda, oh yeah, Huda's amazing. When it's hot and humid, like it's still 86 degrees here in Florida, so it's very humid as well, but just a little bit of powder. You can also, if you're super oily, I've done this before, when you've done your skincare, you can prime and then set your primer with this. Just the places you get oily, do your entire makeup, set it again. That whole powder cream is not true. You see now that people are like, Patrick Taw says to use powder then cream for his blushes, and I'm like, you've always been able to do that. He's an amazing makeup artist. I think we're probably close to the same age. He just looks a lot better than me. Yeah, you can, it's makeup. Just play with it, whatever works for you. let's not take it so serious. Let's not say you can't do something or you shouldn't do something. It's just fun. Let's have fun. We're using the Gucci bronzer. Look, guys. I thought we were going to make it until the spring, but I don't think we're going to make it till the spring. But she is beautiful. I'm going to show you the side by side here for the people who are hopefully new. All right, so bronze, no bronzer. So I look kind of like a ghost, but the I just kind of like this. It just melts, like you don't have to do anything. Like it's not setting in my pores, it's not setting on my texture, it's not too muddy, it's not ashy, it's beautiful. And I'm in the shade 2 if you're curious for the Gucci bronzer. Luxury product, worth every penny. Obviously, I can imagine I have a couple blushes back here, bronzers back here, and all right, we're also going to use the new, where did I put it? NARS blush palette, Rising Star, and you know we're going, should we use that one? Oh, let's use that one. It's peachy. Oh, it's very pretty. Let's pinch that. It's like a nice, healthy, that spotlight, I'm telling you guys. Try it different ways. I know people say, oh, they didn't like it or it didn't do anything for them. I didn't like, I mean, I wear it on top of my foundation. It's pretty as a highlighter, but I have found that using it underneath gives me that all day glow versus just giving me my cheek glow. And you know, I set with powder. And just look how, I mean, I'm still quite gorgeous if I do say so myself. Okay, Heather, stop with the blush. Calm down. Beautiful, love it. It is $60, but it's beautiful. I do recommend. 2 thumbs up. All right. Do we need a highlighter? No, but are we going to wear one? Absolutely. What do we have here? Oh, we can use the House Labs. What shade are we? Sunstone. And it is like this. I say it in every video. Like, I'm not a fan of gold highlighters on me, but I have quite a few of them, so we're gonna use them. Ooh. I do like her highlighters. The foundation was just not great for me. It will look quite awful on me, but everything else has been quite nice. Let's take a gander. Let's get a little on the nose. And like I said, you could have just skipped this step with all that glow, but you know, natural is not something I'm going for. All right, let's do the rest of our eyes. Let's finish underneath and the eyebrows, and then we can, the closer we get to Christmas, the more vlogs, because I will be going, you know, doing the grand tour of all the lights and doing all the fun Christmassy stuff. I'm hoping that, I mean, it's all open right now, but I'm hoping that it will not be 86 degrees every day. So, but I remember it was the last year's, I think it was Christmas 2019 or 2020. We went to the beach, so I don't think it's gonna get too cool, but like we have our pool, and then there's a community like for the nice fancy people pool, and they're all full like with people. Last night I went out at like 10 o'clock walking the dogs, and they were full people swimming. So I bet it's people from Buffalo, New York, who have a house here, because you know snowbirds are down here. They're like 70 inches of snow or 70 degrees swimming pool. We're gonna go swimming. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. All right. So we just put this underneath, and you know I want a little bit more shine. So we're gonna take this one here and put it on the inner corner and kind of tap it in, and do the same with this inner corner and kind of tap it in onto the inner lid. And a little bit up here. All right, now I reach for it, but I love first the packaging, yes, but I do love the angle and all that. All right, so I used the MAC Perpetual Shock Gel Eyeliner. Crayon gel, I guess that's called Perpetual Shock. It's just a pretty blue one. So it's like a deep blue, but it adds a little something to the look. And then we're just gonna do black Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner on top. And then we're gonna do our mascara. Of course, it's Essence Lash Paradise. Put on my favorite because my lips, my cheeks are kind of peachy today, and this is my favorite Too Faced Lip Injection. This is just the plumping gloss. I really like the extreme or the extra strength one, but I love this color. So it's like called Let's Flamingo. It's very pretty. It's like and it's kind of plumpy, not really. I thought they were the snap kind, and I was pushing on them. All right, so here is the final look. As always, I will insert photos popping up here probably now of the look, and I'm going to give you the review that you've waited the entire video for. So again, this is the Ethereal Eyes Makeup by Mario palette. It's $67. And these are the colors. I may be the only one. I don't love it. I don't hate it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just kind of nothing special. You can get a similar look from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Now, are they all the exact same colors? No, of course not. However, it gives me very much those vibes. I use the Jaclyn Hill palette quite a bit. I think it's $28. I can't remember. I will put correct information up. Are they the exact same? No. These are more, let me show. Let me see. Which one did I use just now? So this one, Jaclyn. And we'll do both the Jaclyns that are kind of similar. So this is Makeup by Mario, and these are the Jaclyn. Are they the same? Absolutely not. But could you probably do one over the other and get that exact same shade? Yes. Is pigmentation the same? Yes. If this is still available, I say this is a much better alternative to this if it's not in your budget. If you're just dying because you love the colors, you don't have anything similar in your collection, it's a good palette. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't think that it's wowing me. Like, I love Mario, and obviously he's an amazing makeup artist. However, I don't feel like this is giving me, I know it's like, he's not gonna make a palette that's like hot pinks and stuff like that, because I mean, I think he did Kim Kardashian's wedding makeup. He does like all the pretty, nice, natural, neutral looks for everyday wear. And that's not really my thing. And I happen to have 50 other palettes that have very similar colors in it. So if you want, I can do a dupes video. I don't think that any of the things that I currently have are exact dupes. We can get in the family, we can get similar, but I'm not gonna say I have anything that's an exact dupe. But it's beautiful. However, I just don't think it's something, unless you don't have anything else in your collection and you want a neutral, palette, get it. Spend the $67 or get it on sale. Use your Christmas gift card, but you probably already have something very similar in your collection. So no hate to Makeup by Mario, of course. Not that he cares what I have to say, but but yeah, so that's just similar, not the same, but more Mario and the Morphe. And so I was gonna tell you just real quick, I wore it. My friend who always gives me the critique because she's a good friend, that's what I want from her, she said it looked kind of muddy. It doesn't look like it blends very well. It kind of just looked, it wasn't exciting. And I felt the same, like you saw it when I was like layering the colors. They just kind of morph into one. I'm not getting like distinct, like I do 3 colors, I build down. And I just don't feel like, I feel like I get really good color payoff from other palettes. So that's just my opinion. If you want it, awesome, amazing, pick it up. And if you were kind of, and you think you might have something, you probably do have something very similar. So that's my review. Thank you so much. Please be sure you're subscribed because there will be 31 days for Vlogmas. I will not miss a day. Hold me to it. And if you're new, welcome. Please be sure you leave your comments down below. Let me know if there's something you want to see that I can film towards the end of the month, and I'll be happy to do that for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.